guys, welcome to my review for A Quiet Place Day 1 ASMR edition. That's right, we're gonna do ASMR the whole time, no review. I tricked you into this video so you can watch this, so you can like and subscribe to the channel. Anyway, let's have some bubble popping here, guys. Yeah, you like that? Alright. Cool. I'm kidding, we're actually doing a review for this movie. We're not gonna do ASMR. Sorry to disappoint you guys. A Quiet Place Day 1, directed by Michael Sarnoski, starring Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn. And the movie follows a woman named Sam, finds herself trapped in New York City during the early stages of an invasion by alien creatures of ultra-sensitive hearing. Now, this movie is technically a prequel to the Quiet Place franchise, a movie series that I really enjoyed, both directed by John Krasinski and story written by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. So, to no surprise, I definitely had to watch this movie, considering that, yeah, these aliens are now in New York City, especially the early stages of the alien invasion. So to see all that chaos happening, I gotta see what was going on here, because that's a very, very interesting premise. And I'm glad to say that I really adored this movie. It's actually a different type of alien invasion movie that I wouldn't expect to see, but it's kind of like to no surprise, considering that the Quiet Place movies are always focused on family and survival, as if like you really have to work together and see what you guys can do during these crazy times, especially with aliens that can hear every fucking thing. So the fact that this movie really focuses on two leads here, two strangers that don't really know each other, kind of bond and have that great chemistry to like not only just survive but also find like harmony within dark times. All honesty, Lupita Nyong'o's Sam and Joseph Quinn's Eric really have like some great moments in this movie that really carry the film. And I think without those two people, I think the movie would become very scale or generic. Like I would literally say most of this movie feels like a character study more than like an alien invasion. And sure, you kind of get to see that alien invasion happen, right? Within like, I would say 20 minutes into the movie, that's when things really start to get crazy. And yeah, you get to see aliens come out, you know, everyone's trying to stay quiet or understand what the hell's going on. And it's very interesting. I do like that aspect, even though we've kind of seen it already within the past two movies. But it was really great to see Lupita Nyong'o really shine in this movie. I mean, she has some great acting chops, and yeah, most of the time they have to be very silent. So it's really about like just body communication, facial expressions. Like there's some really interesting concepts here that I really enjoy, that really focuses on just these two leads, especially Joseph Quinn's Eric, who has certain moments in the movie where you kind of feel for him. Like there's a moment where he has like a panic attack, and it's really hard to self-contain that, especially in a silent setting. And sure, it may seem like it's all about survival, but it's also about getting to know somebody as well. Like at that point, you're really isolated on your own, and the way they developed both characters to really try to connect with each other was very, very prominent. It's very focused in that I think some people may lose interest in it, but to me, from a storytelling perspective, I thought it was quite enjoyable and quite emotional, really. And I would say this one's one of the more emotional entries of the franchise compared to the other two films. And I gotta mention too, Frodo the cat, who is a service cat to Sam's character, and I'm very surprised how silent and aware that cat was, because I think in reality, if any cat or even dog would make any noise in this situation, we're all screwed. Like my dog barks over everything, and he barks for one moment, that's it, I'm chopped liver. Those aliens are gonna eat me alive, and he's just gonna run away. So thank you, Jasper and Coco. But the cat in the movie is a great addition as well. So yeah, I gotta give props to that cat, because there was some really great moments in that scene that very had me tensed up for a moment, where I was like, please do not make a freaking noise. Please don't even do that. So I do have a few little negatives here, more of like nitpicks per se, because I'm a little conflicted that the movie is more of like a character study than an actual alien invasion. But at the same time, those tonal shifts very, blend very well. Like you don't feel really lost into the movie. So I can see some people having problems with that if they're looking for like aliens trying to kill people. You might not see a lot of that in the movie. And also, I feel like I mentioned this in my Furiosa review, I'm not a big fan of prequel movies unless it elevates the story of its main successor. And I don't know how I feel if this movie really elevates the, previous 2 movies for A Quiet Place. I don't know if it really makes a difference or if it's going to have set up for a 3rd movie, which has been confirmed that they're going to make A Quiet Place 3. So I'm not sure this is more like a backstory for a particular character that I don't want to get into because that's reaching towards spoiler territory. But you know what? I guess I could mention it just a little bit. So I'm going to leave a spoiler tag right here just real quick. I'm going to talk about my thoughts on like the ending and how it can set up A Quiet Place 3. So in the beginning of the movie, it's revealed that Sam does have cancer and at any moment she will pass away, which Sam has accepted that fact. So towards the 3rd act of the movie, there's like an emotional goodbye where Sam tries to help Eric and gives away the cat to Eric to flee off and try to capture this boat that has a bunch of survivors showing off away from New York City. So at that point, Sam distracts all the aliens, Eric and the cat run off to that boat. So as Eric successfully reaches the boat, there's someone in that boat named Henry, who was played by Diamond Hunsu, who was in A Quiet Place 2. He helps Eric get on board, so my theory is that maybe Eric will be in A Quiet Place 3, and maybe he might have some importance with the main characters in the Quiet Place movie. I'm not sure, but that's the only way I could think that this movie kind of serves a purpose to the franchise itself. So yeah, I'm very curious if that theory kind of makes sense. If it doesn't, hey, leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. But overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I think it's a great entry to the franchise. I was really surprised to see how much character focus was on this movie, but it kind of makes sense considering that both Quiet Place movies kind of delve into that as well, the family aspect. Great runtime, doesn't feel too long itself. Great acting by both leads, and really it's just an enjoyable movie itself. I mean, kind of fits perfectly to the summer blockbuster season, considering the movie does feel big in scale of all of the aliens invading New York City, which I have to give also props that the budget for this movie is only $67 million. So it feels expensive, but you know, they really use a small budget here, which is really makes sense. And that's why I'm gonna give A Quiet Place Day 1 a 3.7 out of 5. It's still a high recommendation for me if you're looking for a good time at the movie theaters. I think there's some great suspense here and some really interesting scares. If you do kind of get scared easy, yeah, there are a few jump scares, but it ain't gonna make you not sleep at night. But I want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this movie or if you dislike this movie. I would love to hear your opinions down below. And please like this video, subscribe to the channel because I am on the road to 500 subscribers. It's a milestone that I'm hoping to achieve by the end of summer, which right now we're about to hit July. So if we can make 500 subscribers before the end of August, that would be amazing. But I'll catch you guys on the next video, guys. Have a great week. Please try to stay cool and hydrated. It's been really hot in certain places, and I live in Jersey, so it's been really freaking hot here. But have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.